I'm tracking snow squalls in Maine, snow squall warnings like mini blizzards. Look at this band approaching the mid-coast right now. Union, Camden, Rockland. This expires in 30 minutes here. So heavy snow, whiteout conditions. Bowdoin, Litchfield just went through West Gardner, over towards Wiscasset, Damerscott, Waldoboro, South Thomaston. So here it comes. That's a band heading towards the coast. Another one that just went through Skowhegan, heading up towards Orono. Bangor just went through there. Here's another band coming through Strong, Farmington, Weld. So this is all real heavy stuff. There's a band here that just went through Wayne, over towards Rumford that went through. So snow squall warnings continue throughout the rest of this next couple of hours here. Let's look at the snow map now on the weather highway. I want to talk about Sunday's storm. I want to talk about Wednesday, Thursday storm, next weekend. So I go to this wide look so you can see where the storm energy is coming from. I'll zoom in into Maine in a second, but I want to show you where the energy for these storms is just coming from. It's coming from the west here. So here's energy for the first storm. This is the Sunday storm. See this bright color here? This is way up in the sky. 20, 25,000 feet, 30,000 feet up in the sky on the weather highway. You've got these pieces of energy that are coming along. So that's energy from storm 1. We'll call it storm 1 Sunday. That moves through. Then energy from the next storm to come through. This is going to be Thursday. Notice this energy is heading inland here. So you see this energy, and that means we get a thump of snow to start, and then likely a changeover. We'll have to wait and see with this storm track, but there's the energy from storm number 2. That's Wednesday night to Thursday morning, so that comes through. Good chunk of energy. And then a stronger chunk of energy. This is for Sunday of next weekend. You see this energy that's coming through, this very strong trough, getting energy from the Gulf of Mexico. And that one comes through. Let's call that storm 3. And that is on Sunday, February 16th to the 17th. We'll see if it comes through Sunday into Monday. Notice that's going to swing through and again intensify. And then another storm comes through after that for the following Friday. So let's zoom in a little bit so I can show you this a little bit closer in the northeast. And here comes energy from storm 1. Now the rule is, if this energy is heading to our south, we are 100% all snow powder in Maine. Okay, this is not going to be a mix on Sunday. And where the energy is here, in York County especially, but there's a band over towards Augusta heading down east. So that's where the energy, that's where the lift is, that's where you're going to get the snowfall from Sunday's storm. Then I'll put things into motion on the weather highway. Let's go out a bit here, and this is going to be Wednesday into Thursday. And notice here, this one is farther north here. So you see all this energy up north. So this is likely a thump of snow over, making to a change over here. This upper level energy way up in the sky is pushing north. There's more energy and more basically storm strength, I'd call it, with this storm coming through for Wednesday into Thursday. This is for next week. And then put the map into motion here. Watch what happens here. Big upper level energy off to our west here in Canada. This is another big thump. You got the wind here out of the south way up in the sky here. It's going to pull that warm air in if this track stays, once again, stays inland. So that's February 16th, 17th time frame. And then energy from another storm. We'll see with this wave here. It's a pretty flat wave coming through for the middle of February 18th, 19th. But then the next storm here, upper level energy, off to the west again, energy coming in north, so an opportunity for that one to mix too. So I want to go ahead now and show you the precipitation with these storms. Let's reset. Okay, one storm at a time. This is for Saturday night into Sunday. Okay, here's the storm. I talked about how flat the storm is, how it's heading east, and there's the storm. Heavy snow, Rhode Island, Providence, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and then in southern Maine is where you have the heaviest snow. Here's your snow shield heading up down east. So with this storm, with the storm track heading basically straight out to sea, after it clips us, we get snow, and the heaviest for Sunday storm, new snow map is up on Nappicast.com. The heaviest snow from that is to the south. So the county misses out on snow a dusting at most, and misses out on that storm. Then put the map into motion. So Tuesday night to Wednesday, it's a New Jersey, Philadelphia storm, misses Maine for the most part. But here's the bigger storm, the bigger chunk of energy I talked about going inland on Wednesday and Thursday. And here, with this energy coming inland, you have a big thump of snow, and then after that snow and that storm pushes inland, it pulls that energy in. What happens is you get a changeover here, a pretty fast-moving storm, and the storm intensifies, so it changes over. So much like the storm we had a couple days ago on Thursday, when the storm thumped and then it changed over, but there's at least some good snow up in the county for that one. Then to put the map into motion for the next weekend storms, this is Sunday. This is a very complex storm. You've got energy inland, you've got energy here forming along the coast, and this storm has an opportunity to have some ice with it, okay? Because you've got cold air damming here. So I have to watch out very closely with this storm track. There's a lot of moisture with this one coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, and there is your ice storm. Here is your cold air that's trapped up against the mountains, and there's your ice storm just away from the coast. Now, I'm not saying we'll get an ice storm on February 16th, but I can tell you that with this storm track, okay, with low pressure inland and all the warm air being pushed in over that colder, dense air at the ground level, or at least trapped in the mountains or in the foothills, you would have an ice storm. Now, this is going to change several times the next week, but it gives you an idea here. We are full in on winter with all of these storms. And then there's another one coming, a somewhat weaker one, with low pressure forming just off the coast there at the North Shore of Massachusetts. Now, this far out in this forecast picture, obviously this is going to change, but you get the idea. There's energy, another wave coming for the following week. That would be like storm 5 or 6. I've lost count. So let's backtrack a bit. Let me get into Saturday night and Sunday. This is basically tomorrow into Sunday. So the real nice look, clean, kind of a high resolution at things. So this is the storm, which is going to be ice for Pennsylvania, okay, for Saturday night to Sunday. And then in Maine, it is all snow. I told you this one would be all snow. It is all snow because of that storm track that is off to the east, basically due east here. So it's all snow. We got plenty of cold air, and it will be a light and fluffy snowstorm for us. That's why I still kept that 6 to 9 in York and Cumberland counties, because I expect this to still be, it's 100% all snow, and then we'll see what the ratios are. We can get to 16, 17 to 1. So if you get a half inch, so you're easily talking about that 5, 6 to 9 inch storm. And then we get some snow that wraps around this storm Sunday night, and then it's out of here. It's clear on Monday. And then the next storm to come through is Tuesday, Wednesday, but this is once again, New Jersey, Philadelphia storm. Then that clears out, and here comes the next storm. This is storm, 3? So this would be Wednesday to Thursday. Storm 3 if we're counting the one that kind of misses us on Tuesday, Wednesday. I know, there's a lot coming here. I'm trying to simplify it, but there's just a lot of storm activity. So let me back up a second here, and I want to show you the storm on Sunday. So let me just, on Sunday, here's the storm Sunday, and I'm going to show you why it's all snow for us. Okay, here's a Saturday. Look at the atmosphere. Let's just take a look at the temperature. Let's look at the dew point. Let's look at the freezing line. So here's your freezing line, okay, 0 all the way up, right? Look at where you've got your parcel. 21 degrees at ground level. You're going to have some fluffy snow there, okay? 21 degree snowstorm in southern Maine, and it's all snow. It would have to, a warm air would have to push over here to change over. So that's all snow, and it's going to be fluffy. You've got a good snow layer where you are definitely going to have snowflakes. I'll show you where the snow layer is so you can see this here. It's right here, your DGZ. So your dendritic growth zone. So where you're going to make those snowflakes. So in the upper teens and low 20s, okay, you're going to have a fluffy snow for that one. So that's the Sunday storm. Now I want to show you this next storm coming through and show you what happens. So let's stop it right here. This is Thursday, let's say 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So let's go up to around Bangor, for example. Watch what happens. So in Bangor, here's your warm nose that's coming in, okay? And it is just right there touching the 0 degree line. So this is where you would have an opportunity for some mixing, okay? That's for the Thursday storm, right? Late Wednesday into Thursday. So we'll see if we can mix there or not, if this warm nose of air is going to penetrate up in the sky, several thousand feet up in the sky, right? So that's what you would need to change over. But by then, really, the damage is done. The snow, most of the snow is already fallen. Because if I back it up, look at these heavy snow bands right here. Hold on, let me back up a second. I'm working multiple things here. Okay, so if you see here, it's already a thump of snow. Okay, and if I show you, I'm going to pull the curtain back and show you what I mean. So this, watch, I'll get a sounding here, and once again, here's your sounding. You do not have a warm nose making it to the 0 line, so you are below freezing all the way through. All the way up in the sky, all the way down to ground level. You're at 24 degrees at the surface level. You're a little bit higher heading up in the sky, but you're not above freezing. So that is an all snow, at least to start, storm. Then let's go into the ice opportunity here. I don't want to call it an ice storm yet. So this one is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Sunday, February 16th. So let's go to the foothills where you'd have the cold air dammed up against the mountains. So let me show you this. Here's your warm nose. Boom, there's your warm nose. And it's touching the freezing line, okay? So you got to watch out here. There easily could be an ice storm if that continues. You got a ton of moisture. You've got a huge warm nose that's going up against your freezing line, and you got to watch out there for a freezing rain, sleet situation. So we'll watch that. I'm going to watch that. That's not until next Thursday, but there's an opportunity there. We'll wait and see about that one. So let me fast forward back to that. So once again, there's a closer look at that, what an ice storm would look like if it was to happen. Still several days to work out, but you've got freezing rain here, and that would be obviously very bad, but I'll keep an eye on it. When you get a lot of moisture thrown over cold air, that's what can happen. On Nappicast.com, you can click here. Forecast is up. The video, our sponsor today, Bracket Property Services in Portland. Thank you so much. Here's your forecast for today, for tomorrow. Here's my snow map. Notice here, for Sunday, I still have Portland South in that 6 to 9 stripe. 3 to 6, Rumford, Augusta, over towards Machias, and if I'm being fair, up in the county, I don't want to. I feel terrible because up in the county you really need snow, and I've got 1 to 3, but really the snow shield could stop there, so it really might be a dusting or less up here. So up in the county and in the Katahdin region, this is not your storm. It's not your storm. Sunday is not your storm. So I'll just put it out there. It's not your storm. The next one, better opportunity. JasonNappyWeather.com. You can make a donation to help me. Thank you so much. I got a $100 donation yesterday. You don't have to do that, but thank you so much. That helps pay the bills significantly. These websites cost money. Web developing costs money. And thank you so much. I'm going to put a blog up. It's up there. You can check it out. It'll show the evolution of the forecast, why I have been trending this storm to the south. So thank you so much for watching. Jason Nappy Weather, I really appreciate you being here. It means so much. And check out Nappicast.com for the latest.